Hi everyone, this is Becca from Becca's Music Room. I'm here today to talk about all of the lessons that I'm doing with my elementary students this January and beginning of February. So I'm going to talk about each grade and what I'm doing for each grade. I'm going to start with 5th and go down the list and end with the little kiddos. 4th and 5th grade, we're doing recorder. They have the same lessons at the moment. So what we're doing, the first thing we do on Monday is we sing the song T-Day-O. I just picked it because I like to do kind of like a silly song with them. It's just a little bit more fun. And the first day, we just learn the rhythm and the words and maybe the melody, maybe not. And they think it's super silly. After that, we did a super quick quiz. So I have this quiz that I made. It's really easy. It's just identifying notes on the treble clef, putting notes onto the treble clef, and then identifying B, A, and G. I do not have this exact one up in my TPT store, but I do have basically the top part. I'm just without the recorder. On my website, if you join my email list, then you can get the password to the free email library, and so I will send that to you. So it's just the treble clef, but it is free, so you can get that. After that, we work on recorder. We're doing the Link Up curriculum from Carnegie Hall. So I've just been picking up where the students left off. Tuesday is Centers Day, so that was actually what we did today, this morning. So during Centers, I always do 3 different stations. That way it gives them plenty of time to really get through everything. So one group was up at the front with me and they were just playing out of their book. They were working on simple gifts. One group was working on snowman matching. So they take the snowman head and the middle and they match those together. And then if they have B, A, or G, then they also put the fingering underneath it. These obviously do not match, I just grabbed them, but they would do them so that they match. I also have these in hearts and puzzle pieces, so if you're watching this video and it is not snowy, you can still use them anyway. I will link both these and the non-winter-y ones down below. The third group for Centers was playing a game called Kaboom. This is like my kids' favorite game. Seriously, they love it. You sit in a circle and have a cup or bucket or bag or something with all the cards in the middle, and you take turns pulling them out. This is my treble clef one because that's what we were working on. I have a bunch of different versions. I have like rhythm ones and solfege ones and recorder ones. I have used those have been fun. But these are treble clef ones since that's what we're working on. So you just pull it out, identify the note. If you get it correct, you keep it. If you get it wrong, you stick it back into the bucket. Either way, it's the next person's turn to pull one out. If you get one that says Kaboom on it, then you put all of your cards back in and then it's the next person's turn. And you do get a turn the next time, but you have to start over from 0. And the most cards at the end wins. On Wednesday, we're doing a dice activity. So what they do is I split them up based on that pre-test from Monday. Well, I split them up for Tuesday and on Wednesday, and I hand out these. These are also available in my TPT shop. There's a whole bunch of different ones. I think there's 6 different versions. So this is the more advanced group, and they roll the die, and then whatever number they get, they find that word, and they write the word and then find all of those letters onto the staff. So I used this one for my upper students who were almost there or got it, and then my students that were still struggling just had 1 letter, so they only had to focus on 1 letter for each one. When their whole thing was finished, then they pulled out their recorder and their book and got to work. And then we ended by all playing recorder together. I don't actually lesson plan for Thursday because I normally don't have a full 5 days that I get to see the students. Like this week we have a PBIS thing, so I won't see them on Thursday, and last week we didn't have school on Monday, and so I don't usually have 5 days, so I only lesson plan for 4, so I skipped Thursday. And Friday we just kind of finished up, we sing some songs, we play recorder, and then we're done. My 3rd grade, it starts out the week on Monday with Charlie Over the Ocean, which is a really fun, really cute echo song, and really, really simple. So I sing, they sing, I sing, they sing. It's really great because I haven't seen them in so long, and I haven't seen them since before Christmas break. So it's an easy way to get them back into singing. I usually walk around and check off to give 100 to every student who is singing. And then after the first time, it says in the song, Charlie caught a blackbird, but it's talking about the ocean, and so I say, is a blackbird an ocean animal? They're like, no. I'm like, okay, who could tell me an ocean animal? And we just go through a couple. I have them give me one, and we just sing it. It's just easy, fun, gets them moving. I have them move their hand up when their voices go up and down when their voices go down. Then I have them sit down. We reviewed our rules because we need that. And then we sang the song Old Brass Wagon, which is really fun. It's actually more fun than I thought it was gonna be because we are learning about 16th notes. So I teach it to them. We just go back and forth on the words in the song, and then I have them play the rhythm on their legs. And then I ask them, okay, so how many sounds does Titi have? And they say 2. I'm like, okay, so if we see 8th notes, then it has 2 sounds. What about ta? It's got 1. Okay. And I said, what about circle to the? And they're like, I don't know. And I was like, this is a new rhythm, and it has 4 sounds to 1 beat. And then I just and then I have them like echo with me, and then I just leave it there. And then we went over some So Me patterns. We just stood up and I had them echo sing after me, because that's what we worked on last time. And then we played the game Akabaka, which is super, super fun. You sing the song and you put your hands out, and you have like one person's hand under you and one person's over, and you pass the beat by tapping across, and whoever gets tapped at the end of the song is out. So super, super fun. On Tuesday, we go over Old Brass Wagon again, and then I pull out some heartbeat charts. And so I've done this a few different ways. I had them do it with markers, and I've also had them do it with bingo chips, and we put the right amount of sounds in each heart. So circle to the is the first beat, so we put 4. And then left is 1, so we put 1. And we did it like half independent, half together to kind of get that whole thing down. And then we just hopped into playing the rhythm sticks to play Old Brass Wagon again, and we did what it says. So the song goes, circle to the left, old brass wagon, circle to the left, old brass wagon, circle to the left, old brass wagon, you're the one, my darling. So we would play the rhythm, and we would walk in a circle around my carpets to the left, and then we would walk to the right, and then we would go in and out. Then I asked them, like, is there anything else we could do? And so students said, oh, we could go up and down. So we would jump up and down, Old Brass Wagon. And then I had them keep the beat while they listened to some Zydeco music. On Wednesday, we had centers. So we started by just doing Charlie Over the Ocean. And this is the first time that I asked students if they would like to sing for us. And then I would use my Charlie Over the Ocean solfege cards. And so so they got to pick the card, and then they would put that animal into the song. And then at the end, we would sing the So Me pattern that was on their card. So what we did for centers is, I took some glockenspiels and I put an M for me and an S for so, and I gave them a bunch of cards that have So Me patterns on them, and I had them play them, and I just drew on the board, and it helps them figure out where low. So they were just playing these patterns. They were like, this is so easy. I was like, it wasn't supposed to be hard. So that was one station. At another station, they were filling out this little worksheet. It's really super simple. They just identify the so and me, write so and me dots on the bottom. And then at the third station, I had them with a staff and some bingo chips and some cards, and they would have to copy the card onto the staff. So it's just kind of getting their feet wet with putting things on the staff. I didn't do anything for Thursday again. And then Friday, everyone got a So Me law card, and we practiced a few first, and then I turn on the music and they walk around, and then when the music stops, they have to freeze, and whoever they're closest to, they hold up their sign, and you have to read that person's pattern. So then I would play it again. They'd have to walk around, so they would get to read a lot of different ones, and it's just really fun, really simple. And then we played Charlie Over the Ocean, and that was it. My second grade did almost the same thing, but everything was tiered down for behavior. So like, we didn't use bingo chips because I didn't trust them to have bingo chips. We used markers, and we, just little switches like that. So we did the same thing, but just a little different. Kindergarten and first grade are learning about loud and soft and piano and forte respectively. So we did lots of songs with bears for forte and mice for piano, or loud and quiet. So I didn't teach the kindergartners the actual words, did teach the first graders. So we started the week off by doing this chant that goes, we're going on a bear hunt. And they like repeat after you. And then there's some vocal exploration because you say like, we're gonna go over the tree, and then you go over the tree and go woo, woo, woo. And it's really, really fun, really simple. So it's a good thing to start out the week with. Really, really simple, really, really fun. And then I taught them the song Mouse Mousey. And we talk about, is a mouse loud or quiet? Quiet. And that's when I introduce piano to them. And then I say, what's an animal that's not quiet? What's the opposite? What's loud? What's an animal that's loud? And I let them keep going until someone guesses bear. And then I'm like, oh, I have a song about a bear. Do you want to hear it? They're like, yeah. So then I sing Grizzly Bear for them, which is really cute. That's the one that goes, grizzly bear, oh, grizzly bear is sleeping in a cave. Grizzly bear, oh, grizzly bear is sleeping in a cave. Please be very quiet, very, very quiet. If you wake him, if you shake him, he'll get very mad. So really fun song for teaching dynamics. We sing the song, I sing it for them the first time. I just tell them to listen. They like point to their ears so don't forget. And then the second time I sing it again, and I have them put their hands up for loud, down for quiet, and in the middle for in the middle. And then after the second time, they've pretty much got it. So then they sing it with me the next time. We looked at some rhythm cards. These are available in my TPT shop. So we looked at some rhythm cards, and some have bears and some have mice. So if it had a mouse, then we played it piano. And if it had a bear, then we played it forte. And we just used, I let them pick either rhythm sticks or egg shakers. And I just protected these up on the board. I also had them printed out, obviously. And we just went through a couple rhythms so that we didn't forget them. And then that was all that we had time for at the end. The next day I would grab my djembe, which is like one of my favorite things, and I would play rhythms for them, and I would alternate between 4 or 8 or 16 beats of piano and 4 or 8 or 16 beats of forte, and I would switch it back and forth so they didn't get confused. And so I would play, and if I played piano, they had to tiptoe, and if I played forte, then they could either jump or stomp. They got to pick. And they had to keep the beat in their feet. So we did that in their seats, and then I let them walk around and do it, and it was really fun, really simple. And then we went over Mouse Mousey again, and then we read Brown Bear, What Do You See? Which is one of my favorites. I have a whole blog post about this, so I'm not gonna go super into it because I want you to, because you can see it. And that's really all that we have time for. On Wednesday, we start with Hickory Dickory Dock, which is really fun. I have them do movements. We start down low and we play on the floor, the beat, and we just go Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down, hickory dickory dock. So easy, easy peasy, and we keep going. I usually only do 6 hours because then it's boring. Then we went over the Grizzly Bear song again, put out instruments, played some more stuff, and then I read my copy of Hush Little Baby. So I just sang it to them. I didn't have them sing it, they just listened. It was kind of like a nice calming down thing. This one is by Margot Zemak. I don't know if that's right, but it's really cute, really easy, really simple. And then we move on. On Friday, then we sing Mouse Mousey, but I have them do it differently. So I hold up forte and piano, and they have to respond. So if I hold up forte, they have to sing forte. If I hold up piano, they have to sing piano. And I switch it throughout the song, and then I let a couple people come up and they get to switch it. So while people are singing, they switch, and you gotta really pay attention. It's just really fun and really simple. And then we play the Grizzly Bear game. So there's a bunch of different games that go with it. I'm gonna link a blog post about that down below because there's, again, a bunch of different ones. And then side note, if I see them on Thursday, then we also play Mouse Mousey, but I haven't been seeing them on Thursday, so I'm not worried about it. So that is everything that I'm teaching for January and beginning of February. I hope you found this interesting and enlightening. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share so that other people can find some good things to do in their classrooms as well, and have a wonderful week.